There are two things true about Pretty Ricky Wilde. I am deeply addicted to Nicorette, and I am completely filled with a love for my city. And imagine my surprise if you had told me as a child that I would be standing here as the Brantford heavyweight wrestling champion, and that I so proudly am.
My grandfather used to work as the custodian for the Civic Center, and he would sneak my mom in so she could hide there for 5 hours before she could get into a wrestling show without paying for the admission. So this has been a long time coming for me.
Pretty Ricky Wilde's never been locked inside a cage that he hasn't chosen to be in, and I guess this one is no different.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the city of Brantford declare drop kicks for Devin as a municipally significant event.
And then when I wrestle in Brantford, there is an energy unlike anything that I've ever experienced before.
Really?
And I can't turn my back on a city that treats me this nice.
Outlaw, I've been putting work in more than I think I ever have before. I think I'm ready for this, but what comes from the cage?
Good buddy of mine, local wrestling supporter, and one hell of a model Canadian, Devin Ryan, suffered an accident in January of this year. So they came to me and they said, Ricky, why don't we do a wrestling show to try and help this young man out? And I said, good God dang it, is that a good idea? So now, what is the biggest gun I can bring to my city to try and raise the most funds for my good buddy Devin? Well, that would be a steel cage match.
No matter how many people are behind Pretty Ricky, when you get in that cage and slam the door, you're by yourself.
So you line up the biggest and baddest. You tell him to come to Brantford, Ontario, when I have the entire city behind me.
I'm pleased to support this, and I wish you all the luck in the world. I hope the event sells out and sells out quickly, and perhaps there could be another one in the wings. Who knows?
Next time Ricky Wilde wrestles in Brantford, it will be inside of a steel cage.
Friends, welcome to Brantford Wrestling. I am one half of your commentary team. I am Big Ben Ortmans, and alongside me, this is Chris Crucifix, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves an excellent night of wrestling ahead of us. We have ourselves a huge steel cage main event where the Brantford heavyweight champion, Pretty Ricky Wilde, defends his championship against Greed.
History will be made here tonight at the Boys and Girls Club. Make sure you stick with us. 5 huge matches here live tonight on Rogers Community 20.
At this time, I'd like to ask you if you are able to please rise for the singing of the national anthem as sung by Brantford's own singing sensation, Hillary Caldwell.
Hi, my name is Hillary, and today I'm going to be singing the national anthem. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and all of us command. With glowing hearts we seek the rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Brantford, give it up one more time for Hillary. Great job tonight. time, it is my pleasure to welcome to the ring Brantford Wrestling General Manager, the legendary Outlaw Scott James!
Brantford, Ontario, we're back home. Brantford Wrestling. Come on. In this very building, the history, we've had Tony Atlas, we've had the Highlanders, we've had Sean Spears, Showtime Eric Young. Many, many, many wrestling superstars have come through this very building. Absolutely. And now we have Pretty Ricky. Well, while I'm here, I have something that I want to show everyone. And it is the brand new Brantford Heavyweight Championship. She's a beauty, and it's 10 pounds. With the help of the city of Brantford, we were able to make an exact replica of Killer Joe Christie's Junior Heavyweight Championship. And tonight, Pretty Ricky will defend this very heavyweight championship. Did I forget to mention? It was in a steel cage. Thanks again for all your support. We hope to bring Brantford Wrestling to the very top of the mountain once again. Now, if I could introduce you to someone, the ring announcer for tonight's event, we have none other than Jamie Franchuk.
Let's hear it for Outlaw Scott Chase, everybody. Everybody, we are here this evening to support our friend, Devin Ryan. Where's Devin? There's Devin right there. Awesome to see Devin out here. Devin is recovering from an accident he had earlier this year. We could not be happier to see our Brantford community, along with Devin's friends and family, coming together for this moment. All right, our first match this evening is brought to us by RDD Apollo Heating and Cooling. Introducing first, from the slums of the Six, weighing in at 216 pounds, the unbaptized bastard,
Welcome everybody to Brantford Wrestling here on Rogers TV. I am one of your commentators for this evening. I am Big Ben Ortmans alongside Chris Crucifix. Chris, we got Stratosphere coming out here in this big one-on-one matchup with Bradford Montague. What are your thoughts?
Stratosphere is certainly a master of manipulation.
Introducing next his opponent.
He's from the slums of the Six. Did you know this? Where is that exactly?
In the back alleys of Toronto.
It sounds gross.
But he's got a big-time opponent here tonight, Ben.
Look at this stunt. Weighing in at 230 pounds, Bradford Montague.
I got a first-hand look at Bradford Montague just recently, and I got to tell you, this young man has been absolutely killing it lately. His skill level has improved vastly. He's been traveling all over Canada lately, across the independent circuit, making a name for himself. He looks in phenomenal shape right now. You got to think this is going to be a tough matchup for Stratosphere.
Well, Bradford Montague's as tough as they come, well-versed, heavy hitter, and a mainstay in the Maritimes and in Ontario.
And he's got a fantastic mullet. Let's make sure that people are aware of how beautiful that mullet is.
A glorious mullet on display here in Brantford. He fits right in here, Ben Ortmans.
Absolutely.
Historic night here, Brantford Wrestling first ever card coming together. The big-time charity event. Drop kicks for Devin, live at the Boys and Girls Club.
I want to give a special shout out to our referee in this first contest, Harry D. Absolute legend of the game. Very, very cool to have him here this evening.
One of the most well-respected senior officials across Ontario professional wrestling. That's why he's been called into duty here tonight at the Boys and Girls Club. The bell has sounded, Ben Ortmans.
And this matchup is very important. This is the very first matchup ever in Brantford Wrestling history. So you would think that the win in this match has got to be important when it comes to the future of this company.
Well, these guys are going to set the tone for the rest of the evening here, and quite frankly, for the rest of Brantford Wrestling, potentially going forward into the future.
Stratos is complaining about his ear. I saw that. I saw that.
Oh, referee.
You should really tell Harry to keep an eye on that.
Oh, he wasn't doing anything about it. We're just getting Bradford Montague fired up, and both men lock up. Collar and elbow in the center of the ring, but it's Stratosphere gaining control early here.
That's a nice tight headlock by Stratos. Belly to back from Bradford Montague. Sends Stratos reeling to the outside.
This is the kind of game plan that Stratosphere wants to emphasize and exercise here at the Boys and Girls Club. He wants to create that distance between Bradford Montague.
For a moment, I thought maybe he wanted a glass of wine, but then I remembered this man is as straight edge as they come, so that was definitely not going to happen.
Harry D getting Montague back into the ring. Stratosphere back in there in a hip lock takeover. Scoops him up. Center of the ring, Montague. All power.
Poor Stratos is back there. That's got to hurt.
Hoists him up, fireman's carry, but Stratosphere holding on to that top rope.
Now this is one of Bradford Montague's prime moves. He's a big believer in the airplane spin because it makes their opponent so dizzy that you can't even walk afterwards.
Certainly disorienting, but the action spilling out to the floor here at the Boys and Girls Club, but it's Montague laying down the beat down on Stratos here.
This Brantford crowd is absolutely going bananas for this right now.
Well, it's only the first match. We got a long night here to go, including a steel cage in the main event. Oh my God, what is going on?
The tables. We got chops from the tables.
Harry D very lenient in his officiating here.
This is illegal. Oh no! Oh no! Yeehaw, goddamn!
That's the man of honor himself right there. Kitty twister.
He's twisting it. Somebody, do something about this.
We're going to get some video distortion on that. Both men back in the ring. Montague unloads with a clothesline into the turnbuckles. One more time from the big man.
Poor Stratos, he's out on his feet.
Third time's the charm for Montague. Extending Sandro Stratos for the ride, but a reversal now.
Yep. Sends Stratos to the outside. He loses his footing, but he's able to knock Brantford right off and big elbow to the neck. He's got Brantford reeling right now. Oh, aiming up a big knee drop. Right to the back of the brains. That's not going to feel good.
Montague in a lot of trouble now. Stratos to the top.
Oh, big drop kick from the top.
Will it be enough? 2 count only. Harry D, great positioning from the senior official. You can see Stratosphere taking some exception to the pacing there. Double sledge to the back. Nothing pretty about that, Ortmans.
I was about to question Harry D's count, but then I can't question Harry D because, again, he's a legend. Stratos is doing exactly what he needs to do right now. He is wearing this big man down. When you've got a big muscular man, like someone like Bradford Montague, that's how you have to wear them down, unfortunately, is you've got to have to go for their lactic acid. You've got to make them pump out all of the actual energy that they got. So they just tire down and you can pick them apart. This is excellent strategy by Stratos.
The look on the face of Bradford Montague says it all right there. On the receiving end of some serious punishment at the hands of Stratos.
And I've been in the ring with Stratos before. This man has no joke when he throws hands and his feet at you. He's a very, very talented striker. But as I say that, Bradford is rocking him.
Holding on to that mullet and hard down to the canvas goes Montague.
Looked like he was trying to give him a massage, but it looked like he slipped on a banana peel. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's very generous and caring of his opponent,
That was so nice of Stratos to do that, but that was really unfortunate that he tripped.
Stratos back to that mullet once again. Overhead knife edge. Unloads on Montague. Oh! You can hear it echoing throughout the Boys and Girls Club. Montague is trying to create that separation in there, Ben. Get to the other side of the ring.
Well, all he's creating is more chops to his chest, and that is not a fun time, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, my.
Mongolian style chops from Montague. Kidney punches, nothing pretty about that.
You know what they say about payback, Chris. But thankfully, Stratos was able to get out of that and take advantage of with those forearms to the back.
Questionable tactics here from Stratosphere. He's in control once again. Been a back and forth matchup to open things off.
What a way to open up Brantford Wrestling, by the way. This has been an excellent first match, and this is the action that you're going to see here out of Brantford Wrestling.
And it's a fresh matchup, too. Not too often would you see these two guys travel or cross paths in the same circles. So this is an exciting opening contest here for sure. Montague again with the power on display. Eye rake from Stratos.
I saw nothing. I saw it was very clean. Oh, with the Devil's Lock DDT!
Beautiful execution from Stratos.
Did Stratos put him away? How did he kick out of that? The amount of men I've seen Stratos put out with that Devil's Lock DDT is ridiculous.
Won many championships across the province and beyond with that very maneuver.
Stratos looks like he's setting him up for a knee to the face. Nope, out of the way.
This is the opportunity now for Bradford Montague. Patented airplane spin right in the center of the ring. Round and round she goes, Ortmans.
This is... Oh, I hope Stratos is okay.
How many rotations was that?
That was about 40. Ref, check it.
So disoriented, rolls up. Senior official Harry Dean, it's a 3 count. Where's the bell?
Good for you, Stratos. That was a hell of a win. Is that the first win in Brantford Wrestling history?
I guess technically.
Oh, we got a winner!
It'll go down in the history books here tonight.
Here is your winner, Brantford Montague!
Big time victory.
Chris, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have another look here. You see the big rock bottom from Bradford Montague. Harry D there with the 3 count and the victory for Bradford Montague. Excellent opening contest here at Brantford Wrestling. You're going to see a lot more of this, ladies and gentlemen, including our main event of the evening when Pretty Ricky Wilde defends the Brantford Wrestling Heavyweight Championship in a steel cage match against Greed.
Our next contest is brought to us by Andrea Stanbridge Real Estate. Introducing first, from Caracas, Venezuela, she is the Venezuelan vixen, CC Galaviz.
We got CC Galaviz here at our next contest here at Brantford Wrestling. Chris, what do you know about CC Galaviz?
Little international flavor here in Brantford. First time women's matchup. CC Galaviz, well traveled. Usually making her home in Eastern Ontario, Northern Ontario, and throughout Quebec. Finds herself here in Brantford tonight with a very serious challenge. In 2 scoops, KC Spinelli, no stranger to Brantford.
I will say I have not personally seen a lot of CC. I have heard a lot about CC. I'm very excited to see what we've got here in this contest because, if anything, I have seen KC Spinelli a lot. I know exactly what we are in for here.
Introducing next her opponent.
Allow Jamie to introduce.
From Devin's favorite hometown, she is KC Angel Face Spinelli.
Chris, you're not going to find a more vibrant human being than 2 scoops KC Spinelli. You're not going to find more of a well-traveled wrestler than KC Spinelli. There's not too many places on this globe that she's not completely plied her craft. She's been everywhere. She's done all of it. You name a company, she's been there, done it. And here she is in Brantford Wrestling, about to give CC the absolute match of her life.
Well, Outlaw Scott Chase, the Brantford general manager, we heard from him earlier, and what a card he has planned here tonight. Bringing in some of the top talents from all over. And you're seeing it right here firsthand with KC Spinelli. As you had mentioned, Ben Ortman's well-traveled, time on Impact Wrestling, time in Mexico.
She even represented Team Canada in Mexico for us. She's one of us, Chris. She's one of us.
One of the top ladies competitors in Canada, but quite possibly internationally as well, KC Spinelli.
And she has an excellent taste in music, by the way. Let's give her that. This Brantford audience loves us some 2 scoops. But how can you not?
2 scoops wants to double fist those beers here tonight after her matchup. Looking to go home with a big W in the win column.
Oh, she's asking for a mic. This could go one of 2 ways, ladies and gentlemen.
Things are going to get a little colorful here tonight with Spinelli on the mic.
Hey, chica, dame la bouche. That was 2 different languages, guys. If you need me to translate, it says, hey, chica, shh. All right, they don't know I was going to take the microphone, but if you know me, you know I asked for a microphone. We are all here for one person tonight, and if you have a drink, put it up. I don't care if it's H2O, I don't care what it is. To all the kids who are too young to drink, put a thumbs up like this, okay? On the count of 3, we're gonna drink. If you're a kid, you're putting that thumb like this. If you're an adult, you're putting that drink like this.
Spinelli's for the children, ladies and gentlemen.
1, 2, 3, cheers to you, Devin!
That's a big old cheers for Devin here at Brantford Wrestling from Two Scoops, Casey Spinelli. Thankfully, I have some Gatorade here. We're professional here at Brantford Wrestling.
Cece taking some offense here to some shenanigans from Spinelli to start things off, but now the bell sounding here. She's going to get exactly what she asked for. This big-time matchup and opportunity right here at Brantford Wrestling.
I unfortunately did not get the name of this referee, but he's got his hands full, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him that.
I believe his name's Paul.
Paul, all right, let's go with that. Paul. Got a baby Paul.
I think we know who the fans are behind here in Brantford. Cece not too happy about that. Spinelli up top once again. Resounding cheers for Two Scoops.
Well, it looks like Cece wants to get down to some action here, so.
Greco-Roman neck-a-lock. Broke it right away.
You don't want to go on the show of strength with Casey Spinelli, because you might look at Casey Spinelli and say, I don't know how strong she is, but you need to understand this woman builds houses. This woman is more of a tough human being than most of us in this business. Spinelli is an absolute dog, Chris.
Spinelli is unpredictable. That's for sure, Ben. And now in control. You said you didn't want to match power, and that's exactly why. Cece quickly breaking out of that one.
Now we got Cece claiming cheating here. I got to admit, Chris, I don't mind a good cheat every now and then, but I didn't see anything really out of two-hand there, you know?
Nothing yet. Neither woman too eager to...
I see some pipes there, though. Very, very impressive pipes on Casey Spinelli.
And this is what Spinelli likes here. She likes to jaw jack. She likes to have fun, but at the expense of her opponents. And fun with the fans here, Ben.
So you got to... That headlock transition into the wrist lock was absolutely impressive. And again, as we mentioned, as well-traveled as both these women are, Casey Spinelli is an absolute dog. She is a technician. She knows what she's doing in that ring.
You can see she's in control right now. Arm wringer. Cece trying to break it. Arm wringer of her own.
This is a beautiful reversal. Spinelli getting the reversal there too. She's up on the... She's got that hammerlock laid in there.
Hammerlock go behind Cece, trying to grab onto Spinelli. Doing anything she can to try to break that hold, and she does by grabbing that hair. Snapmare takeover.
Oh, Cece with the pin attempt. That was a 2 count from our boy Paul.
Trying to end things quickly was Cece. Headlock takeover again from Spinelli.
Atta girl, Cece. I can appreciate that.
You notice she had done that against the vantage point of the official.
That was smart. That's using the rules to your advantage.
And he's not the senior official, so then you get to use his inexperience to your advantage as well.
A lot going on there, Chris.
Head scissors, but they break it. Both women to their feet, and Spinelli taking her down to the mat once again.
And you might not think that, oh, he keeps bringing her over like that, but if you've ever had your body and your brains thrown around like that, especially consistently like that, that throws you off like you would not believe. Those headlock takeovers actually do a lot more damage than you would think.
Throwing her off her game, taking a lot of wind out of her. Shoulder block takedown from Spinelli with a little showboating at that. Spinelli hits the ropes, duck under. Shoulder block takedown, both women. Spinelli using her full force.
Spinelli's firing up here.
Spinelli's having fun. Cece out of the way. Splash into the corner. Looking for a suplex attempt. Takes her over the hard way.
Now she's going for the pin attempt, but that is not going to put Spinelli away.
And you can see Spinelli was favoring that neck there, Ben.
A lot of wear and tear on that neck, I can only imagine. So maybe this is going to be a smart strategy for Cece.
Big time mistake from Spinelli, showing a moment of weakness and vulnerability in Cece. Unloading the back of that neck now with the rear chin lock applied here. Crowd in Brantford starting to come alive for Spinelli. Spinelli to her feet. Shots to the midsection, unloads on Cece. Sends her back to the turnbuckles. Reversal now from Cece.
Cece with a big spin kick into the corner, but did she get all of it though, is my question.
Maybe not quite the height that she wanted, but it did take a lot out of Spinelli. You could see taking several moments to recover. And Cece once again unloading to the back of that neck. Forearm shot, unloads from Cece into the buckles. Face first, goes Spinelli.
That could potentially jar the neck, so I hope that she's protecting herself in there.
Protect your neck. On 2 scoops, and it's all 3 turnbuckles. Hooks the leg now. It's going to take a lot more to beat KC Spinelli than a couple shots in the turnbuckles.
Now, we got to give Spinelli credit. Those kickouts, when you've got a sore neck like that, that hurts a lot to put all of that energy into kicking another human being off of your body.
Well, taking all that weight off the upper body, on the shoulders, on the neck. You can see Spinelli now, a lot of punishment.
Oh, that was a nasty
bot.
knee from Cece.
That's not good for her neck.
Not good for her nose.
Spinelli hard back down to the canvas, trying to regroup. This might be a mistake for Cece. You don't want to give Spinelli a moment to recoup.
Oh, Spinelli manages to get out of the way.
You can see Spinelli is taking a lot here, Ben. She's down hard to the canvas.
She looks exhausted, but big miss on the leg drop. Can Spinelli get her bearings back here?
Things coming undone, but Spinelli
Beautiful
with a
leg
kick.
kick.
Yeah, that'll take her down.
She's a veteran of the game, Spinelli. She knows what she's doing. She's got those tricks up her sleeve, and that's exactly what she's doing here. She's got clotheslines for days for Cece.
Well, you had mentioned some technical prowess earlier from Casey Spinelli, but I think this is where she's right at home, down and dirty, slugging it out. And Bulldog coming on here from Spinelli.
She gets it. Can she take advantage? Kicks out just at 2 3/4.
So close here for Spinelli at the Boys and Girls Club. We're live at Rogers 20, right here in Brantford, Ontario, at Brantford Wrestling, first ever inaugural card.
KC Spinelli looks like she's about to set her up for something here. Oh, Cece able to escape. She gets the roll up. 2 count from Paul.
It was prime positioning there for Cece. Spinelli
almost got the 3 count there.
This match could go either way, Ben. Sunset.
We got a reversal. We got a leg hook. No.
That was close right there.
Paul, you're a madman.
Referee Paul hard to keep up. Whoa.
We got another pin attempt.
Bridged over.
Paul's earning his pay tonight. Spinelli. Oh, that's put a lot of people away. That's got to be it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's your winner, KC Spinelli!
To the delight of this Brantford audience, 2 scoops with the big win, ladies and gentlemen.
Big time win here for sure at Brantford Wrestling. Spinelli toe-to-toe with Cece. What an...
We got the replay again. We got Spinelli with that big elbow drop, the hook of the leg. Our boy Paul with the 3 count. KC Spinelli with the first win in women's action here in Brantford Wrestling history, which has got to be big.
Spinelli sealing the deal here. Taking a moment here to celebrate with all the great fans here in Brantford.
Chris, we're getting really lucky here, pal. This has been an excellent card so far. This has been very enjoyable, and we've got some excellent action here coming up still.
An incredible main event still yet to come. Steel cage matchup for that Brantford championship.
Introducing first, from Hamilton, Ontario, weighing in at 195 pounds, Mr. Electricity, Johnny DeLuca!
Big-time opportunity for Vitamin D. Johnny DeLuca finds his way in a fatal four-way match. Things are going to really pick up the pace here tonight, Ben Ortmans, in this contest.
I am excited for this one. Johnny DeLuca just came back home recently from a tour of England, and I got to tell you, when guys go over there, they come back better. So I'm very curious to see what Johnny DeLuca was able to pick up, what he was able to apply, and how he's going to be able to apply it to not only just a singles match here, but he has 3 different opponents here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. He's going up against some very stiff competition. So let's see how it goes.
Introducing next, from Oakville, Ontario, weighing in at 167 pounds, Devin Parkside!
Interesting matchup here. Devin Parkside, certainly well-respected, well-traveled veteran of the Ontario Squared Circle.
You know what I'm noticing here, Chris? We got a lot of well-traveled people here in Brantford Wrestling, and thankfully for that, because that just means that we got guys out here that are getting better, and Devin Parkside is one of those guys. He is a title holder in multiple organizations here in Ontario right now. This is going to be a tough test for Johnny DeLuca.
Introducing next,
Just to add to that, you know, Outlaw Scott Chasey is some of the best talent. He's brought them all here to Brantford, his hometown, something that he takes great pride in.
from Innisfil, this is Dale Kilburn!
Dale Kilburn, wrestling bro, making his way to the ring. He's kind of the wild card here in this matchup.
If he doesn't start doing some kid and play kick dancing, I'm going to be so pissed.
Introducing next, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 185 pounds, the Last Action Star, Clash Kincaid!
It's the Last Action Star, ladies and gentlemen. This man is a movie star. He is a star all across the globe. You've seen him on big screens. You've seen him on little screens. You've seen him on public access. You've seen him everywhere. You want to know why, Chris? Because he's the Last Action Star.
Exciting competitor, Clash Kincaid, the final entry in this matchup. And you'd have to give the experience edge in this contest to Devin Parkside.
He has bullets for a belt. They're all screwed.
So I guess we're going with Clash Kincaid for Ben Ortmans.
Oh, what? If you got bullets and you're packing bullets in the ring, yeah, I got you. I'm taking you.
All 4 men able to start things off. Fatal 4-way. You have to score the victory inside that squared circle, either by pinfall or submission, and it's going to be one fall to take it all here.
I believe that's the rules.
Interesting mix of styles here, Ben Ortmans. The Last Action Star and submission specialist Devin Parkside. Johnny DeLuca coming back from his European excursion.
Come on, do the kick dance. Do it.
I don't know if Harry...
Chrissy's not doing it.
Well, is he going to let him wrestle with those sunglasses on? What's going on here?
That'd be impressive if he did. You know, there's going to be so many people that don't understand this kid and play reference, but you know what? The 4 of you that do, that's for you. Oh, we got to roll up already!
Trying to end things quickly, Parkside.
Oh, the referee was not in place. Harry D, where you at? We got Dale Kilburn here taking it to the Last Action Star.
Well, Kilburn, smart plan from him. He knows he has to win that match in the center of the ring. This is a mistake from DeLuca, if you ask me, chasing Parkside around the ring side. And now it's Kilbourne. Double chop on Clash Kincaid. All four corners goes DeLuca.
They're going to be so tired.
Well, it'll be an advantage for Clash Kincaid. He's unloading now on Kilbourne.
Yeah, the advantage has to go to the two men in the ring because they're not out there running laps.
Action on display from Kincaid. Flying head scissors.
Glasses right off.
Took the pose, and you gotta imagine Kilbourne's not gonna be impressed with that. He wanted to go the whole bout with those glasses on.
I'm so impressed by the cardio of DeLuca and Parkside right now. Oh, now, as I say that, he keels over. I was late.
Parkside in tremendous shape here. After a long extended time away from the ring, coming back and capturing those championships, as you had mentioned. Waistlock go behind, and it's Kilbourne in control of Kincaid. All four men in the ring now.
Shout out to Harry D being able to manage all of this and keep everybody in control here. Big forearm from Johnny DeLuca. Big slam from Kilbourne.
Everywhere you turn, action. At any moment, don't blink here. Ooh, that was not good for DeLuca.
DeLuca might have hit the back of his head on that top turnbuckle. We got a big choke here in the corner from Kilbourne.
Kilbourne, probably the biggest man in this contest in stature. You can use that weight advantage on the smaller Clash Kincaid.
Yeah, but he's wrestling the Last Action star. You remember the bullets that he had on his belt earlier?
It was pretty impressive.
It was super impressive. You better take care of yourself in there, Dale, because if those bullets come, oh my, double knees right to his, you know what? I don't think his bullets matter anymore because I think he's done.
Oh, that is some signature offense from Devin Parkside. Kilbourne wanting Parkside to step it up here, face to face.
Hard to shoot bullets when you're knocked out.
Clash Kincaid shooting blanks down on the canvas now. And Kilbourne and Parkside positioning Kincaid in the center of the ring, and it's not looking good for the Last Action star. Double suplex. And a moment of tandem action here. Kilbourne looking to take the most of the opportunity here, Ben.
Well, Parkside is looking to, I don't know if he's looking to call a truce, if he just wants to take turns beating up Clash Kincaid or what, but
I think you know what Parkside's trying to do. He's trying to manipulate Kilbourne to do his dirty work.
Oh, big sling blade from DeLuca. And another.
He only needs to get Kincaid now, but Kincaid's in a lot of trouble.
But Chris, nobody's going for a pin attempt here. You got to win the match. You got to win the match via pinfall or submission.
Parkside took a lot out of DeLuca, luring him to all four corners. DeLuca goes down. Nice execution from Kincaid.
Now, the strategy these men have to apply here is actually a lot different than what you would normally apply, say, in a singles match, because all four of these men are in the ring at the exact same time, the being able to break up the pin is just a lot easier of a thing to do. So how do you get all of these other men out of the ring and get the 3 count on somebody?
Temporary alliances and allegiances here.
Well, he went for a drop kick, but when I say nobody was home, they weren't even like on the street.
And that's that experience from Parkside.
Oh, big clothesline.
And the power from Kilbourne now. Waistlock go behind, tries to scoop him over, and he does. Nasty German suplex.
Right on his dome. Parkside stealing the pin, no.
Parkside, what an opportunist. He wants to go home with that victory himself. Not intimidated by the larger Kilbourne.
Parkside, the current internet champion at Pro Wrestling Ontario, he's trying to get, what is this, a test of strength against Kilbourne? Like, what is he doing? Challenge him to a dance-off.
I actually thought he was going to for a second.
I got to tell you, you should have seen that punch in the mouth coming. Oh, he's getting punched in the mouth from everybody.
Parkside with no friends here in Brantford.
That might not just be exclusive to Brantford, Chris.
I've been in a lot of locker rooms myself, so I can vouch for it. Clash Kincaid.
Oh, big chop. I got to give him credit for being, he's toughing it. He's not going down.
This is maybe a good plan from all three competitors. You take the most experienced man out of the contest, out of the equation, and then it's just three of them.
Parkside has just become a punching bag. See, remember the strategy thing that we were just discussing?
Things are breaking down here in Brantford. Kilbourne and Clash Kincaid, shot for shot. Patented handspring.
Oh,
went for that vitamin D injection.
That's a thing.
Johnny DeLuca.
Big power slam. Can he take advantage? Harry D with the count. And just the two.
Kilburn showing a lot here tonight in Brantford. The wild card. Flash Kincaid able to come out the back door. Spinning back roundhouse from the last action star. Parkside back in the ring now. DeLuca wants to get back in there. Parkside able to break that pinning combination. Low blow blatantly, and it's a fatal four-way. Technically, that's allowed. No DQs. No countouts.
DeLuca sneaking up behind Parkside.
Questionable.
That's a vitamin D injection, ladies and gentlemen.
DeLuca moments away from victory. Hooks the leg now on Parkside. What is going on here?
Stratos, what are you doing here? I mean, I love seeing Stratos, but I'm kind of confused as to why he's out here.
We saw him earlier tonight against Bradford Montague.
DeLuca takes a complete exception and kicks him right in the mush.
Big time distraction for DeLuca. He needs to stay in this match, Ben.
Well, he's got the advantage. They're the only two in the ring. Parkside with the elbow.
Double underhook.
Oh, with the shoulder breaker.
And it is
The
impressive.
wily veteran does the wily veteran thing.
Big time victory for the PWO Internet Champion, Devin Parkside.
Here's your winner, Devin Parkside.
Fortunately for him, that title was not on the line tonight.
But, however, a big congratulations to Devin Parkside. This is the first multi-man match in Brantford wrestling history. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, go give Brantford Wrestling a follow. BTFD Wrestling across all social medias. We are about to have another look at the finish of this match. We got that double underhook and a dirty neck breaker / shoulder breaker from Devin Parkside for the 3 count. Look at it one more time. Nasty.
Could have dislocated a shoulder there on DeLuca. The Stratosphere quite pleased with the happenings. I guess we could say a friendship being formed here at Brantford with Parkside and Stratosphere. I'm not really quite sure what the agenda is here, Ben.
Not really sure either, but I am personally looking forward to seeing exactly how this plays out here on future episodes of Brantford Wrestling here on Rogers TV, Chris.
Introducing first, from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, weighing in at 220 pounds, Matt!
We're back here at Brantford Wrestling at the Boys and Girls Club, and it's Matthew Black making his way to the ring.
Matt Black is trained at the Nightmare Factory with Cody Rhodes. He's trained down at OVW. This man is built like a brick, you know what, Haas. I'm curious to see how this goes. I've heard a lot about this young man, and he looks like he can go here, but I know his opponent, Carew.
Introducing next.
And his opponent, Carew, dog, Chris.
Carew.
A dog.
Incredible story from Carew.
interesting fact about the beast from the Middle East, Carew. He is the first, only ever professional wrestler to come out of Kurdish. He is the absolute maniac. He is the, like I said, the first ever professional wrestler ever.
Very proud of his heritage. Coming to Canada, training in professional wrestling at Battle Arts Academy, and went on to capture several championships, compete all across Canada.
This man has competed in Impact Wrestling. This man has done a lot. He has fought some of the toughest men that not only Ontario has to offer, but Canada has to offer. Some of North America has to offer.
I was in attendance once when Carew battled the legendary UFC veteran and Hall of Famer Dan the Beast Severn in a battle of the beasts, beast versus beast. And what an interesting styles contrast we're going to see here tonight between Matthew Black and the Kurdish Crusher, Carew.
We got our boy Paul back in the referee in this match here. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, don't forget to go and give Brantford Wrestling a follow on all social medias. It is BTFD Wrestling across all socials. Instagram, Twitter, ICQ, MySpace, you name it.
I loved ICQ. It was my favorite one. Well, Matt Black, even though he's quite put together, as you can see, Ben Ortmans, I don't think he wants to match power with the Kurdish Crusher.
Well, maybe he does. I don't know. Look at him. He is an absolute tank himself. Come on. You don't get to be, you don't look like that and not be strong.
Oh, he's definitely very versatile.
But they're strong in the weight room, and then there's just, you know, throw a human being kind of strong.
Brute strength.
See? That's that dog in him, Chris.
Carew's about as tough as they come. You can see that knife edge, no effect on the bad man from Kurdistan.
Oh, I wouldn't headbutt it. That's like
big time mistake from Matt Black.
Yeah. That's why would you punch a brick wall? Nobody ever wins in that. Uh-oh. Oh, did you hear that thud?
This is going to be a straight-up fight. I don't think we're going to see too much technical wrestling ability on display here.
I would like to throw in my wrestler 2 cents on this one. When you hear one of those loud chops, guess what? They suck. When you hear a loud chop attempt and you hear that nasty thud, those are the worst.
Too much hesitation from the Kurdish Crusher, but Carew able to catch Matt Black in midair.
Very impressive. Oh, big slam from Carew.
Carew likes to utilize a lot of those power slams, and we've seen him win many matches in the past with a maneuver just like that.
This packed house in Brantford is loving them some Carew. Oh, and he misses with the diving headbutt.
Not too often we see Carew go up to those turnbuckles.
Can't knock the big man off his feet with that first drop kick attempt.
High risk and high consequences, but nothing fancy about that. Clubbing blows with those short arm clotheslines, and the third one able to take Carew down to the mat.
Matt Black is just throwing ham hocks at Carew.
Very physical and intense matchup here.
Sometimes that's just the way you got to do it. It doesn't need to be pretty. Sometimes it doesn't need to be ugly. It just needs to be nasty.
Good old-fashioned fight, and Brantford's certainly seeing quite a few of those.
Oh, big knife edge chop from Matt Black.
Black able to put on the brakes. Goes for that headbutt attempt again.
See, he didn't learn the first time. Quite the back and forth battle here, though, between both of these tough men.
Very hard-hitting affair.
Carew looked like he was about to go for the Kurdish slam. Matt Black was able to stop that, though.
Took a lot of them with that. Scooped him. Power slam of his own. Matt Black returns the favor on Carew.
Not going for the pin attempt, though. This is very confusing as a wrestler when you've got a man down. Pin him.
It was a mistake. I would agree with you there, Ben. And on top of that, giving Carew a chance to get back to his feet. You can see the effect that this match has had on both men.
Not a lot of things make Carew bow down, knock him off of his feet, or even bring him to a knee, but these knife-edge chops just seem to be doing it.
Carew off the ropes, clothesline, runs right through him.
Goodness!
Matt Black. You can see Wisely trying to get out of there. Carew again now.
Big stop from Matt Black. Black going to the top rope here with a code breaker.
But Carew is still standing, Ben.
Can't knock the big man off his feet. He's trying to chop the big man in half now.
Gonna drive him right out of the ring, right between those ropes.
Clothesline, oh my goodness, that's gotta be it. Oh, and Paul with the 2 count.
And if you think this match is hard hitting, wait till we get that steel cage set up here.
Oh, we're gonna have a look at this one more time, thanks to Rogers TV. Got a big code breaker there.
And you can see Carew still standing. That would have put away a lesser man.
Back to live action here. We got Matt Black he's putting Carew right up to the top.
This is kind of no man's land here for Carew up top. Not a comfortable place for him, Ben.
I was going to say, I don't see Carew on the top rope very often. Very curious to see how this ends up.
Carew trying to drive Black off that turnbuckle and does with a headbutt.
Nasty headbutt. Can he follow up with the second? He tried to hit a headbutt earlier. Can he do it? He got it.
Will it be enough? Unable to get over on that pin.
He's still a little gassed and a little tired. He's got him.
Ooh,
kicks out just at 2.
That was close there.
We're going to see this one more time. Big headbutt.
Diving headbutt right on the money from the Kurdish Crusher.
Just about putting Matt Black out. Big right hand from Carew. We're back to live action here. Oh, gigantic splash from the Kurdish.
The powerhouse. Just let's be honest about it.
We got a huge belly-to-belly suplex.
Oh, I thought that was it right there. Several close attempts for Carew. Can't believe it himself, but he says it's all over now, Ben. Chokeslam coming on. Crucifix hold. Can he take him over? And he does.
Looked like he was going for that Kurdish slam.
He couldn't hold on to it.
Oh, a big knee follow-up from Black. Carew still staggering on his feet. Oh,
that rocked the big man there for sure. Not Black. And that elbow band comes off.
Oh, with a huge clothesline in the back of the dome.
Carew might be out of it right here. Rolls him over.
Oh, and Carew with the big kick out. Got to do a lot more to put that big man down.
Matt Black has really brought his A game here tonight against Carew.
Matt Black looked like he was setting him up for this chiropractor finish there.
Oh, holding on. Great agility from Matt Black.
Looked like he was attempting something, but just got caught up and slipped. But oh, we got a Kurdish slam. That's got to be it, and it is.
That moment of opportunity was all Carew needed. That was one tough matchup here in Brantford.
You got to give it up for Carew because that was an absolute war that they just went through. We're going to see this one more time. He picks him up for a huge spinning Uranagi that he loves to refer to as the Kurdish Slam, ladies and gentlemen. You see it here one more time. Bam! Puts Matt Black down. down for the 1, 2, 3 here at Brantford Wrestling on Rogers Television. Hell of an effort, though, from Matt Black here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but the big man is walking away the winner.
Mayor Davis.
Yeah, I just have a very simple question. Will Pretty Boy Ricky be there as the headliner?
I can guarantee that he will make an appearance.
I thought you might be able to. Look forward to attending.
June 10th, we got a whole lot on our plate. We're gonna have something great here, and I know it. But the big guy we had the main event, he's out, he's retired, moving on to the next chapter.
You got it.
But Scott, I promised the city something. I promised them a steel cage.
Yes.
If I'm defending this title, you have to put me in a steel cage.
Because the next time Ricky Wilde wrestles in Brantford, it will be inside of a steel cage.
Pretty Ricky Wilde, Brantford heavyweight champion, versus 300 pounds of mean John Greed.
Big Greedy. Brantford has spoken. Me and you, we got ourselves a cage match for the Brantford heavyweight title. What do you think? We're gonna have fun, aren't we?
Make me a promise. Don't do anything crazy.
Well, I am here to make a promise. When you come to this city, you are not just wrestling Pretty Ricky. You are taking on all of Brantford.
Ricky, I'm going to hurt you. You made a mistake. You picked the wrong guy.
20-minute intermission, eh? All right.
What? Outlaw. You know I can't make that promise. People keep asking me, Ricky, what are you gonna do when John Greed is locked inside of that cage with you? But I think a lot of people are forgetting that John Greed has to be locked inside with Pretty Ricky Wilde.
Introducing first, the challenger.
Well, Ben Ortmans, here we are at the main event of the first ever show from Brantford Wrestling, and we heard from all the delegates and the Brantford City Council. We heard from Mayor Kevin Davis, and they ratified this event as a significant event, a historical event for the city of Brantford. And Pretty Ricky, he asked for it, Ben. He asked for this cage match. He wanted to defend that title in a steel cage, and they don't get any bigger or any tougher than John Greed.
Chris, you're not wrong. Listen, this man right here is an absolute wrecking ball. He is coming to spoil the party for the current Brantford Wrestling heavyweight champion, and quite frankly, the king of Brantford, Pretty Ricky Wilde. And this man here is looking to spoil everybody's party. He's looking to spoil Ricky's party. He's looking to spoil Brantford's party. He's looking to spoil Davin's party, Chris. He is looking to leave this event here tonight with a damper on this crowd. And if anybody can pull it off, it's this man right here.
John Greed certainly looking to relish and rubbing it in the faces here of the Brantford faithful and loyal supporters of Pretty Ricky Wilde. There's our title sponsors from Brantford Apparel. Some choice words there for John Greed, the challenger here tonight. Jam-packed here at the Boys and Girls Club. The place coming electric. There was electricity in the air here all afternoon, all evening here, Ben Ortmans, but you could really tell things are up a notch. They're up to level 11 here. They're beyond 10 in the main event here at Brantford Wrestling.
See, where Greed needs to really reconsider what he's doing here is he's trying to get into the head of a city when he doesn't realize that that is a lot of people that can just throw that energy right back at him. Nobody's going to come from this crowd and fight Greed. Greed, I can't promise, isn't going to go into the crowd and fight anybody, but I think that Greed needs to focus on his opponent at hand, because I promise you that you will never, Chris, and I mean never, see a more fired Pretty Ricky Wilde up than you will tonight.
Brantford.
He's making a mistake by trying to go after this audience when he should be focusing on the heavyweight champion.
Sorry to interject there, Ben. I was going to say Brantford, a very loyal, very rabid, very historical fan base in professional wrestling, and that's like a little bit of slice that we're seeing here when Outlaw Scott Chase signed this huge-time main event here, the first ever main event for Brantford Wrestling, and the return to wrestling here at the Brantford Boys and Girls Club, a place where many, many historical stars in wrestling had performed. Tito Santana, Tony Atlas, Highlander Robbie, the list goes on and on, the list of performers who have graced this very gymnasium.
And as you could see in that video that we played for you earlier, GM Outlaw Scott Chase was a little hesitant to make this match, but
not
here
yet.
we are.
Which one of you stupid people said I suck at promos? Because your dumbass just earned yourself a hot piping serving of Johnny Greed. Tuck it on the mic some more. Turn the goddamn lights on. Turn the lights on. You can say I suck all you want. I am leaving here today the Brantford heavyweight champion.
Bold declaration.
I got one question though, before I get doing what I'm being paid to do. Where is Devin?
This is low, Ben.
Where is Devin?
Well, let's reserve judgment. We don't know what's about to happen here. He might be, he might want to shake Devin's hand.
I want to make it very, very clear. Devin, I am not here for you. I am not here for your family. I am not here for anybody in this room except for me.
Okay, you might have been right, Chris.
What's that? What's that? What's that? Oh, you got nothing. You got nothing. See, for some reason, when I crossed the border into this place, someone said that Brantford is the Paradise City. The Paradise City. Where the grass is green and the girls is pretty. Well, I've been here for far too long. And this paradise city, it ain't got a lick of grass, not one patch. And walking around this room, there ain't one girl in here who's pretty. The only reason I came to this barren wasteland was to walk away with a title, rub it in your face, and never, ever come back. But if you idiots think that I came here alone, you are sadly mistaken. Fellas,
oh, we saw the allegiance earlier tonight between Stratos and Devin Parkside, and apparently they've come here to back up John Greed. John Greed, he's going to need backup after all that stuff he said here in Brantford.
Well, that's kind of what happens when you open and you run your mouth like that in a room full of people. Having backup may not be the worst idea.
This is exactly why Pretty Ricky wanted that title match inside the steel cage.
All right, well, now that Greed's got some backup out here.
Next, his opponent.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody's on their feet here, Ben.
Chris, this place is filling full of anticipation for the champion, and there he is!
203 pounds, he is the Brantford heavyweight champion, the Brantford Bandit, Pretty Ricky Weldon!
There's the man himself, the absolute legend. Chris, this is the Brantford Bandit, the heavyweight champion of Brantford Wrestling.
The entire Boys and Girls Club standing on their feet here. And
Pretty Ricky's going nuts.
This place is crazy. Pretty Ricky, he's going to climb over that cage, or he's just going to go in that door, Ben.
He can get in there however he damn well wants to. It is his city, Chris.
The support and love of the fans of Brantford. That's what this show is all about. It was in benefit of his family friend. Business is about to pick up here, Ben. It's a showdown.
Chris, I'm behind Ricky. If he needs backup, I got him. I swear.
You and about the entire Boys and Girls Club, they got Pretty Ricky's back here tonight. He's got all the backup he needs, and here he goes. Oh my God! Pretty Ricky taking the fight to him. Not wasting any time, Parkside. Trying to cut off the Brantford Bandit. He hasn't even got inside that cage yet, Ben.
Oh, he rammed his head right off the post. He has taken out the backup before they even get a chance to do anything about anything, Chris.
Pretty Ricky trying to even up the equation. What's he got there, Ben?
I can't quite. Oh, he's got a door.
Brantford Wrestling. Wrestling representing here at the Boys and Girls Club.
Don't forget to go follow Brantford Wrestling on all the socials, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty Ricky getting the plunder out early here.
Oh, we need Ricky to move back. That's a lot of drinks on that table. You don't want to drop any of those.
He's an artist. He needs a bit of room to work with here.
Oh, what do we got going on here? Oh, no.
Bridging that door between, Stratos from behind now. Cutting Pretty Ricky off before he could get into it.
And you got to notice here, John Greed, nowhere to be found here, Chris. He is letting his henchmen do his dirty work before this match even begins.
Match has not officially started yet. Pretty Ricky did not get into the ring, did not get into the cage, cannot get in there with these two guys on him.
Parkside is just bringing his head through the cage there. That can't be good. I know that cage it's stored in a weird spot. That could be a rusty cage there, Chris.
We're gonna need some security out here. Maybe things are coming undone here. Stratosphere. Pretty Ricky. Bionic elbow now. Taking him pillar to post here at the Boys and Girls Club. All four corners. Fans solidly behind the Brantford Bandit.
What an absolute unit Ricky is right now. This Brantford audience getting out of Ricky's way so that way he can handle business here. The heavyweight champion is laying Parkside across those chairs. Now I know exactly what Ricky's doing here. I've seen him do this about 100 times.
Going for that pretty elbow, maybe.
No, he's about to stomp his guts right through those chairs if he can. Boom! There goes his insides, ladies and gentlemen. Brantford heavyweight champion, Pretty Ricky, putting on an absolute clinic here on the henchmen and taking them out, but now he's got to get in that ring and he's got to face the monster himself.
I was going to say, Ben, he doesn't want to expend all that energy. He needs to save some of that for John Greed.
And if you, watching at home, want that beautiful shirt that Ricky's wearing, head on over to Brantford Apparel and get one of yours today.
Our title sponsors here. What an incredible evening it's been. History in the making here tonight, and we haven't even seen Pretty Ricky get inside that cage. And they're coming back around to that door now, Ben. And if Stratos and Parkside have their way, it's not going to be good for Pretty Ricky.
You see referee Harry D in there. He's got his gloves on. He's ready to go because this could be a potential bloody massacre here, ladies and gentlemen. That might have been a large term for that.
Well, you're lucky
I might have oversold that.
You're lucky that Pretty Ricky isn't bleeding all over the place with that face that was getting raked across that cage. And Stratos. Oh no!
Oh! Pretty Ricky goes right through that table.
And there's no mats here at Brantford Wrestling. Pretty Ricky hard to the floor. You can see he's really out of it, Ben. He's hurt bad.
What is that going to mean, Chris? What is that going to mean for the match, though? The match hasn't started. Will Pretty Ricky actually be able to continue or compete? This Brantford audience is trying to get behind Ricky, rather. And if you know Ricky, anything Brantford Wrestling or Brantford does for him, he's going to send that energy back tenfold. Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty Ricky back to his feet now.
That's a well-deserved drink from what this man has been doing today, ladies and gentlemen. Trust.
I think they call that the VIP experience here at Brantford Wrestling. Little pizza, little libations.
Shout out Boston Pizza, sponsor here as well to this wonderful program.
This is it. If he gets in there, they're going to shut that door, Ben. And look who's there to greet him. Face to face, the big man, John Greed. He's licking his chops. He can't wait for Pretty Ricky to get in there.
The heavyweight champion has this entire audience behind him. Stratos is not letting him get in. Big left hand from Stratos. Sends Ricky reeling. Oh no! Stratos is out on his feet. Oh no! Well, there goes the sponsor signs. Is he gonna send him? Oh, he sent him through the table! People paid good money for that! Well, they got a great souvenir to bring home, courtesy of the heavyweight champ, Pretty Ricky.
Well, we might be celebrating a little prematurely here, Ben. He hasn't even got inside that cage yet.
This room is filled with that Big Rick energy, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Speaking of.
Shirts off, Pretty Ricky. He's ready to get in there and mingle.
The poor dude looks exhausted.
Pretty Ricky never one to turn away from a fight.
The absolute biggest mistake that you can absolutely make when you look at Pretty Ricky is think, oh, this guy's a ha-ha man. He's so funny. This man will knock you senseless. When you put this man's back against the wall, he's gonna fight you. And all of Brantford knows this, and John Greed is about to find this out.
It's a mistake that many opponents have made over the years while facing Pretty Ricky.
Look at the look in that man's eye right now. Tell me, Chris, that man doesn't mean business.
John Greed may have crossed the line. With all of Pretty Ricky's fans, with all his friends, with all his family here in Brantford.
Well, he certainly crossed the line when Greed went over and even tried to say a word, let alone a bad one, to Devin. That is Ricky's friend. That is Ricky's childhood friend. He is the reason that we are here tonight. He disrespected Ricky's family. And now, in front of his hometown crowd, Greed is going to have to pay for this. Or will he? Could we see a new Brantford heavyweight champion tonight, Chris?
Well, the advantage has certainly gone to John Greed. All that energy expended, all that fight expended, trying to battle it out with Stratos and Parkside. And Greed, obviously a much larger opponent than Pretty Ricky. He's going to have to stick and move here, Ben.
Well, there's a whole lot of sticking, but not a lot of moving at the moment, Chris.
Well, John Greed's a very methodical competitor. He likes to slow it down to his pace. And everything that he's done leading up to this match has been to get under the skin of Pretty Ricky, to get into the head of Pretty Ricky, to psych him out here in front of his family and friends. He wants to go home with that Brantford championship. And you heard what he said. He was not only going to go home, he was never going to come back.
But what's he going to do with those 4 days a month then?
Back to the construction yard, isn't that where he was?
I don't know. It just seems kind of weird to win a championship and then not do anything with it. But here's Pretty Ricky's going to make sure that that doesn't happen by the looks of it.
He wants to retire. He wants to put it on his trophy, his shelf.
He's throwing
on his mantle.
He's throwing bombs at Greed right now.
Pretty Ricky unloading.
Greed asking for that door to be open. Paul shuts that down immediately.
So far, so good for Pretty Ricky. Able to take Stratos and Parkside out of the equation, and it's all Pretty Ricky right now.
Thanking this Brantford audience for a wonderful evening.
It's been a great one here. A historical night at the Boys and Girls Club in Brantford. There's a little smooch out to the audience, the big smoocher. Oh, that was nasty.
I'm sitting here, it looked like he caught him with a nasty left hand. Could be wrong, but he's dusting that bad boy off, so I got to assume we're connected.
Closed fist legal. It is steel cage. Cage escapes, pinfalls, submissions.
And that's what people forget a lot of the times about a cage match, is that the rules do not apply in here. So those closed fists that are legal in pro wrestling that you see, where people call them slaps, those are not slaps, those are palm strikes, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever go in YouTube, Bas Rutten palm strike, you will see men get knocked out with those. Those suck, those hurt. That is not just the only case in here. You see a lot of closed fists. You'll see a lot of elbows. You're going to see a lot of just brutal fighting, and that's what we're seeing here.
Brute strength on display. John Greed with the splash, and Pretty Ricky, wow, hard against that cage and almost right through it, Ben.
What an absolutely unforgiving steel cage, first of all, but what's even more dangerous, Chris, is that the bottom of the cage has a slight little gap in it. If he gets his leg caught in there, that could completely tear his leg to shreds.
Pretty Ricky narrowly avoiding serious danger.
It's danger all around, Chris.
Serious damage. You can imagine the brute force that he had hit that side of the cage. Oh, discus forearm to the back. Pretty Ricky is in a lot of trouble here, Ben.
See, you have to wonder, you have to think, did General Manager Outlaw Scott Chase make the right decision by making this match? He has to be watching this right now and questioning the move he made and the decision that he made.
Well, Pretty Ricky petitioned for it. He asked for it. And you can see the reluctancy from the General Manager Outlaw Scott Chase. He didn't want to make that match official.
You heard what Scott Chase said, though. When you get in that ring, you're going to be by yourself. I don't know if he equated the fact that Greed would not only have backup, but multiple backup.
Well, Scott Chase, he's a Brantford local and a Brantford favorite. He's been in some cage matches. He knows that the Brantford faithful and loyal are going to be in the corner of Pretty Ricky here tonight.
Well, if you know anything about Greed, you know that he does not come alone. If he can get other people to do his dirty work for him, he's going to do that. Exactly what we saw as we started this match. He had his henchmen do his dirty work so he can get in there and attempt to pick the scraps off the bone, which he's doing right now. But he's taking his sweet time, Chris, and that is not a good idea when you're in the ring with the Brantford Bandit.
John Greed enjoys it. That's why he's taking his sweet time. He enjoys inflicting that punishment.
Big right hand from the Brantford Bandit, Ricky Wilde. Sends Greed reeling a little bit. Oh, and a left hand that just sends him right down. Right back down.
Could have broke his nose there. Another nasty blow right to the face of Pretty Ricky, and right in his moneymaker, Ben.
And Greed is just staring at Devin and his family, and just staring a hole through them.
We're going to need security, maybe. Like I said earlier, I don't know how John Greed's going to get out of the building here. The crowd here in Brantford mobbing on the side of the cage.
You are definitely onto something. I did not notice that until you mentioned it, but there are people that are getting a lot closer to this cage than you can see here on TV at the moment. This crowd is definitely getting a little unruly. They got people standing on their seats.
It's a hostile and volatile situation here at the Boys and Girls Club. John Greed, he's calling for that door to open.
He's about to step through the door. This could be it, Chris.
Well, he can't just go through the door.
He's got to see a new champion. Oh.
Both those feet have to touch to the floor, Ben.
Pretty Ricky with the save. Makes the stop. Sends a big right to the mush of John Greed. Ricky is firing up.
Bulldog coming on.
And a big belly to back from Greed. He just put Ricky, stopped him right in his tracks.
You can see the official Harry D in to check on Pretty Ricky. He's almost fought 2 matches here, Ben. Come on, let's be honest.
He is fighting from underneath, as we say in the business here, Chris. Referee Harry D was there to check on him and said that he seems to be okay.
You can see.
Now this is getting personal.
Well, you know exactly who that is, Ben. Come on. It's Rachel.
Greed, don't you dare.
Pretty Ricky with some moral support here in Brantford. John Greed relishing in the moment.
Big right hands from Pretty Ricky. Greed with a big kick to the gut and a big body slam.
You know what's coming on, Ben. We've seen it before. And if he connects with this, it's not going to be good for Pretty Ricky. Oh, my Lord.
That's a lot of weight that just came down on that. Oh, and he just disrespected his own count.
He wants to escape the cage, Ben. He wants to humiliate Pretty Ricky right here in his hometown.
You could have been the champion right now, Greed. What are you doing?
If he goes out that door, though, it proves a point, Ben. It proves that Pretty Ricky could not withstand the beating at the hands of a man like John Greed.
Maybe that's the mentality behind this. Maybe he just wants to show that he can win this any single way he wants to. But if that's the case, you best get to step in there, Greed, because I see a bandit after you.
Pretty Ricky doing everything he can, grasping at the calves of John Greed.
Greed getting Ricky by the back of the neck.
Why can't you just stay down? Why can't you just stay down?
Just letting him know what he thinks about him, which is probably a good idea and a good thing that we don't have a microphone in that ring, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty Ricky getting kicked off the air.
He's still standing though, Ben.
Oh, it looked like Greed tried to block it, but he just picked him up like a sack of potatoes and snake eyes into the corner.
I thought he was going to call for that door to be open once again. You can see John Greed, that look on his face. He has something planned here for Pretty Ricky. And that's more punishment. Face first now into the cage.
He just lawn darted him head first.
And Harry D's asking Pretty Ricky if he wants to continue, Ben.
Thankfully, Pretty Ricky's skin on his head looks to be intact still. You gotta remember, that chain link is very unforgiving. Steel versus skin, steel wins every time.
Greed scoops him up again one more time.
Another snake eye right into the corner.
How much more can Pretty Ricky take, Ben?
Ricky with a big elbow. Sends Greed off of his feet. This could be the opportunity that Ricky needs. Brantford is behind the bandit himself. Let's go, Rick.
Fans shaking on the cage, trying to rally the hometown hero, Pretty Ricky. They want to see him walk out with that title. But look what's happening. John Greed, he's back to his feet almost.
Looks like Ricky's going to the door. Oh, looks like he had a change of heart and just wants to throw bombs at Greed's face, and I don't blame him.
Well, I think he realized he needs to inflict some more punishment on Greed before he could make that escape, Ben.
There's a real fine line between business and personal happening right now. The title is on the line.
I think it's long beyond business here in Brantford.
But Greed got real disrespectful to start this off.
It's real personal.
Just remember why you're here, Rick. Remember the goal. Got a big, this is a huge trade-off here. Both these men are exhausted. So, oh, and a big smooch from the big smoocher! Stunner! Let's go, Rick! 1, 2, 3, oh my goodness!
Fans here in Brantford couldn't believe it. They thought they'd seen Pretty Ricky lip lock his way to victory.
I thought he had him, Chris!
Pretty Ricky can't believe it himself. Incredible main event here. What a historical night it's been. Only one man will be walking out with that Brantford championship.
Everybody is on their feet here in this arena, Chris, including myself. Can Pretty Ricky capitalize? Oh, this is a big man to try to do this to. Big double chops from from Pretty Ricky. Followed by a big elbow to the temple.
The big man staggered now. And the fans in Brantford right in his face, and Pretty Ricky is climbing that steel cage. He's going for the top, Ben.
Oh, there's Greed to stop him from getting out, though. Ricky giving some feet right to the face. What is Ricky thinking? Big double stop to the back.
He's
crawling over Chris.
I was going to say, can Pretty Ricky seize the moment here, Ben?
For the championship, can he do it?
Wow.
Greed is still in this. We're going to watch this again. From the top. Double stomp right to the spine.
You can see the way it bent on John Greed.
We're back to live action, folks. The champ is exhausted. What can he do to put the big man away? Oh, Greed's got him up in the fireman's carry.
Pretty Ricky trying to shake it off. No!
Into a driver of some sort. Greed's not done, though. Oh, he's setting him up for a package pile driver, and he nails it. We have a new champion, ladies and gentlemen. No, we don't.
So close for John Greed. The look on his face says it all. He can't believe it.
I thought it was over. So did Brantford.
Pretty Ricky Wilde has taken everything from John Greed and his associates.
The Brantford heavyweight champion, Pretty Ricky Wilde, will not die, Chris.
Face first into the canvas. Pretty Ricky trying to regroup. It's John Greed stirring around first.
Look at that. His friends and family are literally in the cage trying to get him up, trying to encourage him to keep going. Probably saying some curse words at the big man, too. Let's be honest.
Sweating profusely. Pretty Ricky. He's in a world of hurt now, Ben.
you got to be thinking, Greed must be thinking too, what does he got to do to put Ricky away? He has literally thrown everything at Ricky right now. He has thrown 2 of his best friends. He has had his friends throw him through a door. He has done everything he can to Ricky, and Ricky's not quitting.
John Greed narrowly escaping, or trying to escape here at the Boys and Girls Club, but Pretty Ricky with a double sledge to the back, and Pretty Ricky climbs up top, both men to the top of the cage here at the Boys and Girls Club.
Referee Harry D is watching the action very closely here, making sure that both these competitors.
And it's a long way down to the floor, Ben. If one of these guys was able to fall out of the cage, it would be all over.
Just thinking about how much that's gonna suck. Oh, big belly to back! Can Ricky crawl over and make the pin?
Pretty Ricky's got to dig down deep, Ben.
The audience is surrounding the cage. They're chanting for their hometown boy. Can he do it?
Oh, wow.
Again, Greed kicked out. We're going to see that one more time.
Yeah, you can see both men.
Belly to back from almost the top of the cage.
And what punishment it took on both men there. Incredible. Pretty Ricky. He doesn't want that door to be open. He's going up top, Ben. He's going to climb out. He's going to be the king of the mountain here in Brantford. The Brantford Bandit with one leg over the top of the cage.
Can he do it, ladies and gentlemen? He's almost over.
He's trying to get into position. Can he scale down the side of the cage, Ben?
Oh, Rick! Don't do it, Rick! No, Rick! Don't do it!
He could have won. He was moments away from winning.
Don't do it!
Pretty Ricky's about to risk it all, Ben.
Ricky, no! You crazy son of a bitch!
Oh!
He did it!
Wow!
He did it!
Here's your winner! It's still Brantford Heavyweight Champion, Pretty Ricky Wildy!
Ladies and gentlemen, he did it! He overcame all the odds! Stratos! Parkside! A door! John freaking Greed! A steel cage! And he overcame it all!
One more time here, Ben. Look how high he is here at the Boys and Girls Club. Unbelievable. Pretty Ricky at the top of the cage. And down he went, and it was all over for John Greed. What a historic night it's been here at the Boys and Girls Club. Unbelievable. One more time.
Huge elbow from the top of the cage! He did it, ladies and gentlemen! He did it for Devin, for the people of Brantford, for Rachel. But more importantly, in my opinion, he did it for himself. And still, Brantford Heavyweight Champion, Pretty Ricky Wildy.
It's not over yet, though, Ben. Pretty Ricky wants a sign of respect here with John Greed. What an incredible main event this has been.
Might be asking a lot from somebody who just completely pissed over the whole party.
Well, Pretty Ricky trying to show he's the better man here in Brantford. Taking the high road here, Ben.
Hey, out of baby, Greed. Maybe he does have a heart after all, or not. Oh, he does it.
It was a trap. It was a trap, Ben. You should have seen it coming. Never trust Stratosphere, that's for sure.
This is not how you end the event here. This is disrespectful.
Where are the officials? Somebody put a stop to this. What is going on here? Ben, is that who I think it is?
I don't know. Who is it?
What is he doing here?
I thought he was working music.
No stranger to Brantford, the hardcore hick, Jeff Black. What is he doing here? Is he coming to the aid of Pretty Ricky Wilde?
He might be here to even the odds.
And John Greed.
Not quite even, but you know what I mean.
John Greed and Jeff Black, they got history too, Ben. Oh, come on. Come on. It's already over. This is just uncalled for, Ben. Jeff Black joining the allegiance of John Greed, and they're locking the cage now, Ben. Stratosphere, Devin, Parkside. They're locking that steel cage.
And it looks like the audience in Brantford here is surrounding the cage. They might want to try to get in here. Greed is just laying right hands, endless right hands to Ricky's head.
We're gonna need to get some help from Pretty Ricky. This is pretty serious here now.
They have completely locked the door.
This is beyond winning championships here, Ben. Like I said, this is personal. We knew that all along. We knew that going into it here. This is just disgraceful.
Stratos has the chair.
They couldn't just let Pretty Ricky have his moment.
We've got outlaw Scott Chase and Brantford Montague. They're trying to get in the cage, but it's locked.
General Manager Scott Chase trying to desperately get in there. This is not the way he wanted to end the first event from Brantford Wrestling.
Oh, and Scott Chase has gone right to the back.
He's going to get something to cut those chains off.
Trying to get in, but he can't. Oh, General Manager is back out with some bolt cutters by the looks of it.
And Jeff Black, outlaw Scott Chase, they have history. Get him in there.
They still can't get in. They got to.
The Outlaw's in phenomenal shape, Ben. I think he wants to go.
I don't think they realize that there's a latch on the door. They got to get the latch.
They shut it tight here. They don't want anybody in. They're looking to end Pretty Ricky's career right here at the Boys and Girls Club. There's nothing that Scott Chase can do. There's nothing that Brantford Montague can do. That door's jammed shut. And there you see Pretty Ricky's girlfriend getting involved. Rachel, she's pleading with him to open the door. The show's already over, Ben. This is just uncalled for.
This is absolutely uncalled for, Chris.
Complete.
Oh, Bradford's just scaling this sumbitch. He's going.
Montague's in there, but it's 4 of them against Montague. He did the right thing, though, Ben. He covered up.
To the aid. Probably a smart idea, trying to not fight everybody. They still can't get that door open.
Scott Chase. He's trying to pry it open, Ben. You could see the distress on Rachel's face.
But then the question begs, what happens when the door opens, Chris? Then what?
This is exactly why Scott Chase was hesitant to sign this matchup here.
They cannot get that door open. Oh, they finally got it open. And finally we got some help for Pretty Ricky out here. Throwing cans of beer by the looks of things in the ring.
They're going to tear this cage down. That's how rabid the fans are here in Brantford.
We have another door in the ring. Folks, we don't know what's going on here at the moment. All we know is that Greed seems to be backing down with his henchmen.
It looks like they spared Scott Chase for now. He's retired, Ben. He's been retired for a few years now. And he doesn't want to mix it up with John Greed, but he has history with Black. And this thing is far from over, as you can clearly see. Jeff Black, what was he even doing here?
Great question. Hear from the champ.
Unfortunately, you boys still didn't wipe the smile off my face. Devin, I love you so much. I am so goddamn proud that you're in this ring right now.
That's the kind of stuff that wrestling's all about, Ben.
Absolutely, Chris.
I promise you, the hardest part of this entire thing has trying to keep my composure, knowing that when this was for you, this city came to me. I, on my best days, have turned to the skies and asked God what I did to deserve all of this.
He works his butt off, ladies and gentlemen. He does deserve it.
But I am sad to say that I have asked the devil what I would have to do to get rid of Jeff Black. And I kind of thought we were done with this. But he wants a stage. I want him out of Brantford. So if he will wrestle me, I'll give him what he wants. If I lose to Jeff Black, I will never wrestle in Brantford again.
Wow.
But I do have a question for all of you.
Yes.
If we take this thing bigger,
Yeah, we're in.
will you come with me?
Sounds like a resounding yes from this Brantford audience.
Well, before I came out here, General Manager Outlaw Scott Chase whispered into my ear, we did actually get clearance for our second show. We will be wrestling Saturday, September 16th, where the Red Sox play. We are going to Arnold Anderson Stadium.
can't get a bigger announcement.
Thank you all for being here. Please get home safe. God bless. This has been the best night of my life.
Well, Ben, if you thought history was made here at the Boys and Girls Club, Ricky Wilde just upped it to the next level with the help of Outlaw Scott Chase Brantford Wrestling at the Arnold Anderson Stadium, home of the Brantford Red Sox, one of the greatest dynasties in IBL.
Absolutely incredible, Chris. We cannot thank you all enough for joining us here tonight on Rogers Television. I am Big Ben Ortmans. This is Chris Crucifix on behalf of Brantford Wrestling. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as you heard, we will be seeing you all again